There's been much talk about the issue with students being able to take a snapshot straight from Google Slides or Google Docs. And so Eric Kurtz gives a great alternative with a Chrome extension. But if you have Chromebooks like the Asus Chromebook Flip, or we have students with the Acer N7, those are great devices that also run Android. And Android still offers the capability of being able to import pictures straight into your Google Slides. So with that, one thing you got to keep in mind is that anytime you run Android, you're going to have some different icons. And so to get the Android version, if your device allows it, you'll see the Play Store right here on your Chrome device. You'll be able to search through any apps that you were able to download. And I had already added Google Slides before. And so you would just install it by pressing on the app, and then you would be able to hit the install button, but I had already opened it. Okay. So from now on, when I want to open this, I can just hit my launcher and I can find Google Slides here. So one thing you got to keep in mind though, is that you may have two Google Slides. So if you see a regular Google Slides like this one here, you're not going to see a Chrome icon or anything. That's the Android version. If you see another Google Slides icon, like so, if you are running both the Chrome version and the Android version, the Chrome version will have a Chrome icon on it, like so. So I'm going to go back up to this version. I'm also going to pin it down on my shelf so that way I can get to it quickly. And so now I have the capability of running both. So there's a little bit of juggling that you have to do there to make it work, but it can be done. So if you want to be able to take it straight from Google Slides, run the Android app. I'm going to hit Google Slides here. The Android version will pop up with all my slides presentations that I currently have access to. I'm going to go ahead and open one. And what you will find is with this version of Google Slides, it's not as robust as the web version, the Chrome version, but it does have some options in it that make it a little more touch friendly too. So keep that in mind. I'm going to hit no thanks. And so with primary students, actually the Android version may even work better. So let's say this is a hyperdoc that the students are working on. Let's say on this one they need to insert a picture. So to insert a picture on the Android version, they hit the plus, they hit the image icon here, and then they can hit from camera. It'll ask for permission to access the camera, and I'm going to allow. And then it's going to pop up with the camera like so. So I'm ready to take my picture. I'm going to give a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark, and it'll import it straight in. I'm able to resize it. And in fact, what I do like about this one is that if you are using the Android one, you can resize it and it's all touch friendly. Whereas the Chrome version, well, it's not very touch friendly. So the Android version is great for this. You do have some editing options. You have a pencil up here at the top, allows you to add some border. All right, so that's border color. You have some border styles or weights, so I can increase that if I want to. There is a crop option. You do have the option to crop in a shape like you do on the Chrome version. As soon as you hit the crop option, you'll see a shape off to the right-hand side right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And it allows me to make it a specific shape, just like you could in Chrome. And then I'm able to crop this in by grabbing the black lines there, like so. And then to stop the cropping, I hit the crop button again. And now I can move it around. And you know what? Even though this is touch enabled, I can still use the cursor on my Chromebook, and it works much the same. Even if I double click, just like on the regular version of Google Slides on Chrome, I can still drag it like so and move it around and adjust it, just like you can with the cursor on the Chrome version. Okay. And then this icon right here allows you to replace the image. So you can replace it from your photos or just take a new shot. Okay. There is actually a few things that I really like about the Android version on Chromebook. And one thing in particular is the shape feature. So if I hit the plus, I suddenly have the shape option from here. So for example, if I wanted to put a border or like a background around my image here, I can just put in a shape, resize it, all touch enabled. If I grab a hold of it and click and drag or use my finger to drag it around, then I get a nice alignment bar right there. You can adjust the border however you want. You can adjust the inside color of it by using the paint bucket like so. So lots of options there, but as you can see, I have a little problem. I've actually have my picture completely covered up. So to take care of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on it, and then what happens is I get this menu down here. If it doesn't pop up, you can tap on it again. Eventually it'll pop up. And you get three dots down here on your menu, and you can hit send to back. And that allows you to send the object and back. Then it helps you deal with some of the layering. Some other options as far as shapes go. If I go into shapes, you can use arrows, flowchart, callouts, a lot of the fun features that you've had before. And don't forget that when you look at these menus, as far as what's available, they do slide up and down. So you do have those speech bubbles as well. And so I'm going to use a speech bubble. And just remember, any shape is also a text box at any time. Did you hear that right? All shapes are text boxes. I try and tell people that all the time. It's fantastic. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to double tap in the box, and that allows me to type directly in here. Okay, so I can adjust the alignment of it. If I long press on it, select all my text. Oop, I goofed up there. Try and select all my text. And then I'm able to change the font if I select all the text. Font size. I can adjust the alignment just like you can in regular Google Slides. So what a fun time. Oh, I missed my exclamation mark there. So be a little careful with that. But other shapes that I like are like the arrows. Love arrows because those are all text enabled as well. I can point at something, type directly in the box. Like so. Okay, so fun stuff for the students to do when they're all done. All they really need to do is they go up to the arrow, click back again. It's automatically saved. When they visit Google Classroom, they'll be able to turn it in just like they could before. It'll automatically save. So great stuff as far as what's available in the Android version. Hope you enjoy.